Hello everybody, I'm Josh Cork and this is your Blue Edge Energy weekly natural gas market update. You can learn more about us by following us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and on Facebook, and more videos like this on YouTube, or visit our website right down here. Thank you, Ross, at blueedgeenergy.com. Let's jump right on into this. The month that you're in right now, July, settled off the books last week at $1.49.5. It came a crashing down before it closed, and we'll talk about that at the end. When we look to the next month here, August, we're at $1.73.4. That's up 18.8 cents since last week alone. The next winter price, that's equal volumes between November and March, sits at about $1 above that at $2.72.4, and that's up almost 12 cents since last week alone as well. Let's talk about the storage report. This week's storage report was much more paltry compared to last week, and came in at plus 65 BCF, which was 12 BCF less than what the street expected. But our ground storage sits at 3,077, which is very high. We are 712 BCF above where we were last year at this same time. And the 5-year moving average, we're 466 BCF above the 5-year average. So let's jump into some of the forecasted forecasted pricing. So next winter, we talked about, is still sitting pretty high at $2.72.4. When we look to the winter after that, 2021, 2022, the price is basically the same, $2.72.8. Meanwhile, the 2021 calendar strip price, that's if you had even load throughout the years, at $2.62.8. And 2022, man, it doesn't even roll off the tongue because it's so far away, is $2.44.8. Our local cash out price is sitting pretty low, right along with where the NYMEX ended for July. For Chicago, it ended at $1.55. That's down 3.5 cents. And Northern Natural Gas, which is for our friends on the western part of the state, is at $1.53. When we look at the weather forecast, I'm going to tell you a lot of things you already know. It has been warm. It is going to be warm. And that's kind of Wisconsin and a national forecast all rolled up in itself here, except for the folks in the Pacific Northwest. So it's been warm, it's been hot, we've been using a lot of gas to run turbines, and we have a lower storage report to show for just that. So let's end on a few brief notes here. We saw, because of the large storage injection last week, that the July price fell off the books at a record low, $1.49.5, but things kind of took a turn when we look at this coming month and this week in particular. We just had a low injection report here. There's a hope that LNG will pick back up and push more gas overseas versus domestically. And then we've had the weather itself, right? We've had warmer weather, which obviously drew the storage report down. And so we've seen a price bump up here in the near term. However, the backdrop of all this, as always, is the coronavirus and what's going on with our economy. And I know as much as you do, obviously, on this front, and people wait in anticipation of what is to come if we can kind of collectively get our act together here and mitigate this from that most part. When we look at locally, the prices fell off the books for July as well with the Service Commission. We saw some amazing numbers come in if you're still with the utility. They can't always make profits on their gas every month, so they make adjustments, and they obviously did. When we look at Wisconsin gas, they closed off at $1.01 a decatherm for July. WeGo posted $1.43, and WPS was $1.45. Extremely low prices, but obviously it's indicative of the what's been going on in the market with the NYMEX as well when they balance their books. That's all I have for this week. We'll talk again next week. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. And on behalf of myself, Blake, Karen, and TJ, and everybody that makes this all happen, thank you very much for tuning in, and take care.